Hello there, welcome. It's your Wisconsin wine guy. And if you're here, you're going to follow me on this journey because I have a treat for you. This is October 2023, and that means it's Merlot month. Oh, Merlot, Merlot, how I love thee. Let's go. Hey, it's your Wisconsin wine guy, and I'm back with another Merlot here. Why? Because it's Merlot month, 2023 October. All October long is going to be Merlot month. So get your Merlots ready, share them with me, tag me in them so I can see your Merlots and share it with the rest of the world. So today is like any other day. These are wines that you can find in stores where you shop, liquor store, grocery store, wine shop, but I'm primarily focusing on Merlot for this month. I will throw in every now and then some of the other wines, some of the other varietals and brands, but you're going to see a lot of Merlot from me, so get ready. So now, this particular Merlot, Sebastiani, I got a story about Sebastiani, but let me tell you about this Merlot. This Merlot, as you see here, the label North Coast. But Sebastiani's been around since the early 1900s, making wine. So we got 100 years worth of winemaking experience going on there. And this particular Merlot, the grapes are sourced from Sonoma, Lake County, and the Central Coast. All right, so each of those contributing something unique, to bring this into a nice tasting Merlot. Now, I've always been a Sebastiani fan, and I'm going to get to that story in a minute. This is coming in at 13.5% alcohol. Now, it is based on a blend, almost like the Bordeaux blend. Right bank, Merlot. So this is going to have like 88% Merlot based on the rules in California. In order to be called that varietal, it must contain a higher percentage, like 75 or 85% or more. But this is 88% Merlot, 4% Petite Sirah, 4% Cab Franc, 3% Petite Verdot, and 1% of Cabernet Sauvignon. Just like a Bordeaux type blend, but it's coming from California. Once upon a time, you may still find some. They call them Meritages, right? Okay, but this is going to be Merlot, 80% Merlot. I'm looking forward to trying this. Now for my story. I started opening this, and I decided I'm going to wait until the video to get it open. So I did take off the foil top, though. So while I'm pulling the cork, tell you about my story. Now, again, as I said earlier, I've been a Merlot fan for many, many years. In fact, the first red wine I had was a Merlot. And I can't remember the brand at that time. But going through the 80s, when you go shopping for wine, that's back when the wineries, isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's back when the wineries, put their best on the shelves. There wasn't no second, third, fourth tiers, anything like that. The best was on the shelves. All right? So I just aged myself. But so I got my hands a hold of some Sebastiani in 1983. So for Merlot, it was Sebastiani for me. It was St. Francis for me. It was Rodney Strong for me. Those are my go-tos for Merlot. Of course, you had Duckhorn in there, but that was, a little bit more expensive, but I would throw some Duckhorn here at the time. Ooh, I can smell that wine. But those are my go-tos. But Sebastiani had 1983 Sebastiani, and I was getting to wine, collecting wine. Now, let's fast forward to 2007. I have a wine cellar of over 2,000 bottles of wine. And one day I'm going through just organizing my wines, and I come across my 1983 Sebastiani. I'm like, oh, wow. Well, let's give it a taste and see what we think. So popped it open with a friend of mine, and oh my God, it was phenomenal. I literally remembered what that tasted like. And this was like about 12 o'clock at night. We finished off that bottle, it was like totally toasted. I got on the internet and emailed the winery. Well, a drunken email. I'm sure a lot of things are misspelled, but I was just so enamored and just so ecstatic about how that wine stood up since 1983 and drinking it first and opening it in 2007. So that's my story. And then they told me, I should tell you, they did respond the next day, like, ha ha ha, thank you, we're glad you appreciate it. You should try 2006. I must say, I did try 2006. And the 2006 was a little sweet for me. It wasn't the same. It wasn't the same wine for me. I'm coming back through 83, through the early 90s, and what that wine was like. So now we're at 2016. Let's give it a taste. And let's see if I can relive some memories of Merlot. As I said, it has a foundation predominantly of Merlot, but it has that sort of, Bordeaux type blend to it with those grapes. Get a look at that color. All right, we have a ruby red color. Wow, that's gorgeous. That's beautiful. 2016, right? Oh, that smells good. Wow. So, I don't know if I said it, but aged in old and I should say new and used French and Hungarian oak. Oh, but that nose. Oh my God, you get a little bit of herb, plum, both red and dark berries, some spice. Ooh, and kind of a little bit of earthiness to it, and some sort of like subtle smoke in the background. Whew, that nose is phenomenal. I can't wait to try this, but you know me how I do it. It's a two-step process, right? First step, acidity. Even though this is 7, 8 years old, it still must contain some acidity for me. I probably should have went 10 years old. We're going to find out. But then the next taste is when we will give you my grading, utilizing the thumb rating system. That's going to be a thumbs up. You know what I mean? So I highly recommend this wine. Give it a try. 3/4. I would share with my friends. Halfway, oh, that's too bad. I tell you why it wasn't good for me. Thumbs down. Always an easy one. And we're talking about older wine. Hopefully I held it properly. But every now and then you get the elusive double thumbs up. All right, here we go. First sip. Give it some time to air. My mouth is watering. So that's always a good sign for me when the mouth is watering. Wow. And like soft to medium tannins. Okay. Nice, rich mid palate. Well, really nice, really nice. But we're going to get into more of that. So now let's give it a taste. See what we got. Wow. So, I'm going to go medium body. I like the acidity. I like the brightness to it. I mean, it held up. It's holding its own. I like the way it coats my mouth. Not just my palate, but my mouth. That's, wow. Another taste. Finishes off with plum. You get first that nice red fruit, then dark fruit, then finishes off with plum. Nice richness. Subtle toasty notes on the finish. Wow, like silky. So, newest Council wine guy gives the Sebastiani 2016 Merlot blend, but 88% Merlot. I'm going to give this a double thumbs up. I mean, that held up nicely. It's tasting great. Look at those. I don't know if you can see those legs. Look at those legs. I love the way this feels in my mouth. I'm digging this. I'm enjoying this. And this is a blend of different areas of where the grapes are coming from. Some adding, a bit more structure, some adding a bit more acidity, some adding a bit more fruit. So very nice. And especially that fruit coming from Sonoma, I think the fruit coming from Sonoma, gives you more of that brightness of acidity and brightness of fruit, and makes the wines a little bit more elegant, as opposed to being bold and robust coming from Napa, whether it be a Merlot or Cab. But there you have it, Wisconsin Wine Guy, double thumbs up for the 2016 Sebastiani. Again, as I said, I didn't care for the 2006. I thought it was kind of sweet. The 1983 was phenomenal, drinking in 2007, and now in 2023, drinking the 2016. Good value, double thumbs up. If you can find it, give it a try. Let me know what you think. It is Merlot month. Forget sideways. I'm drinking effing Merlot. I'll see you next time. Ciao.